Event has been very enriching to me because I've learned that there's quite a lot in terms of things that are affecting how we access and use knowledge. Particularly if you think about the African continent, we have issues of indigenous knowledge, and this is knowledge that the previous years, there wasn't much attention to that because it was part and parcel of how people live their lives, and it didn't occur that we need to actually come to that knowledge and meet the sum for future. But now, because of the disconnect we're having between the elderly people, correct this knowledge, and the young people who are caught up in the middle in terms of what is happening from the West and what is the African continent, then it has become vital to really collect this knowledge and store it. And so this aspect of copyright that's coming out in terms of who is owning this knowledge that has been there for generations and nobody really cared about, taking it from the people. So that is one area that there's a gap that I've just noted and learned from this conference. And also I've noted there's a lot of top-down approach in terms of how the laws are coming and being enforced. We have the white paper, which is working very well in terms of looking at changing the limitations, if I may say, in terms of copyright. And then we have, like in Kenya, there's a lot of advocacy, there's been amendments in terms of copyright laws, but then it seems like it's ending right there. So as we are now, in terms of librarians and educators, you find that you don't know much. But from where I stand, in this conference, I've learned so much that I feel like other librarians too need to also learn. And I think that's where IFLA comes in terms of how can IFLA support librarians in Africa, in terms of creating awareness, in terms of empowering people just to learn, and also what are the frameworks that we can come up collectively in terms of supporting libraries and people who are intermediaries to actually share this knowledge and support copyright issues. Thank you.
It's a privilege for me to be in this conference where I learned quite a bit, and especially about copyright and how it really affects us as we do this side of the sub-Saharan Africa. So actually what my take home in terms of this conflict has got to do with the knowledge gap that exists between the North and South. And what is really coming out clearly is that we have a lot of information in the South, and even towards matters to do with the traditional knowledge, which over a period of time we've even never really learned how to copyright or maybe have a proper intellectual property over such resources. And therefore we really need to move to a space whereby our society is trained and it is really engaged in terms of knowing what to do with the intellectual property. And so I want to think that this conference is so timely, and that exactly is my take home. And I want to think that moving forward, we need to have more of these kind of conversations so that we are literate in matters about copyright, in matters about intellectual property.
And I think it was very important that the issue about education, about copyright, kept coming up. And I think it's something that CLM and institutions should work together so that we can get some programs going when the new copyright bill is passed. Because I think it's going to be very important that we educate everyone across the board about the new benefits of the bill. But also for other stakeholders, I think it's very important that we have education. But the conference went off very well, and I thank IFLA and everybody who was involved, and we hope to meet sometime again in the future.